𝘄𝘄𝘄𝗃 Taproom is the place to play indoor golf in Worcester. Featuring 5 bays with brand new 𝘄𝘄𝗄𝗃 laser simulators and over 16,000 courses to choose from, including local courses, you're guaranteed to tee off comfortably on your favorite course any time of the year. 𝘄𝘄𝘄 Taproom also hosts indoor golf leagues year-round so you can grow as a player and have fun rain or shine. Great food, great drinks, and reasonable rates. Navigate to 𝘄𝘄𝘄taproom.com to book a bay today. Say hi to Todd, Doreen, and the rest of the staff. They'll be sure to take good care of you.
Great teams don't happen by chance. They're built on trust, teamwork, and people who show up when it matters. At Massive Staffing Solutions, we connect people with opportunity and businesses with reliable talent. And we're proud to support the local communities and organizations that bring people together. Massive Staffing Solutions. People first, community always.
No job is too big or too small for Worcester's best signage and display crew. Ardor Creative are experts in signage, banners, large format printing, vinyl lettering, and more. With work featured all over New England, they will understand your needs better than any competitor, guaranteed. If you're looking for a local business that truly cares about quality, Ardor Creative is here for you. Check out their Facebook page or visit them online at ardor-creative.com.
I don't know if they're going to get any practice rounds in before, or we're going to go right to the bowl here. Remember, PDC style bowl, where it's either in or out. No closest, and it looks like he's in with 1. That is a 25 for Steve. Can Fred answer?
It's a pool party. Get in the pool, and looks like both these guys loving the water, loving the temperature of this jacuzzi. Is Fred going to be able to beat Steve here?
Yeah, back to Fred. It's who's going to miss first. That's the real kicker, and in again he is with a single. 25 for Fred. Can Steve answer? Steve going to go right back at it. And he also finds it, so we're in for a win for the long haul now.
We go again, and we've seen this a lot of times, and especially in the previous season where we had some epic bull battles go back and forth. Fred Krueger lining up here.
And it looks like Fred is going to start us off. I guess Steve must have been outside on his dart, so a 140 to start us off with Fred Krueger. What a way to start this one. After his scoring was not as phenomenal as we've seen him, to start off with a 2-treble visit is what you want.
Yeah, and you know, again, there's so many factors to take into effect here. It's a great third dart there from Steve Krikorian, finding that big ton. You know, I feel like both guys have to play a complete game here. No one aspect of their game can struggle if they want a chance of taking this game and moving on to the finals. Excellent switch there from Freddy Krueger. You know what? I think that I will stick with his nickname previous of the Nightmare going forward, because this guy really is a threat on the board.
Yeah, but we're going to see if the doctor, Steve Krikorian, as he's in the treble again, this is going to be a very evenly played match. Basically, who's going to make the mistakes first? Who's going to miss the crucial out? Who's going to miss the crucial scoring? But it looks like Fred is right back on the treble, and he's just high. He'll stick it right in there again. And no, he's not able to find it, but he will find the ton to put himself on a finish. 164 left for Fred. And he's 164 after 9 darts.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a tough standard to beat for anybody. Steve Krikorian obviously looking to try and find himself at least a ton here. Wants to navigate this dart down. Can't get it done. See the frustration there, but I mean, Freddie, it really is, and it really has continued to be a nightmare. If this 164 would be, I mean, it doesn't have to go, and it won't go here, but playing such a great game. And this is something that we saw last week as well, where after that opening round game, his entire game started to ramp up, and he was almost unbeatable in the finals there against Joe Ricard.
Yeah, once he found his scoring, it was over. Joe just couldn't keep up, and Joe wasn't playing bad. I talked to him between the games, between the matches, like when we were on break.
This week.
Yeah. This week, I talked to him between the games, and it was just, like I said, frustrating that he was throwing good darts, and he acknowledges he was throwing good darts, but he just couldn't quite find that trip 20. We saw him missing by just a little, and he's going to have 32 left here. Fred Krueger for the 106 check, and he's outside. Not going to matter because Steve is sitting on 196, but Freddie looking to make a statement finish at the beginning. And Bernie says, hi, Nick. Hi, Bernie.
Hey, Bernie, what's going on, man? Thanks for not saying hi to me, man. Very cool. Just
Listen,
kidding, Bernie.
we all know who the important one is.
And, Bernie made that loud and clear, and Steve Krikorian not able to take a big bite out of that 196, leaving himself 141. Freddie looking to clean it up, going inside, so navigating his way up to double 8 now. Gets it done with that second dart. Both guys throwing to a fairly decent standard here, but Freddie obviously hold the throw. It has to feel good holding your throw against Steve K. I'm just going to call him Steve K because it's easier. Steve cannot afford to let any of these legs slip away on his throw. It's just too important. Freddie's throwing some great stuff.
Yeah, Steve's just going to have to hold his throw, play smart darts, play strong darts. You can't be that upset with losing the break a throw. That's not the end of the world. This is the one that's going to really matter. He's got to find a break eventually in this set, but he's got to focus on just holding his throw solid darts. Don't let him get too far ahead. And he's only finding 45 there.
Ouch. Doctor, give me the news. Please throw something to give Freddie the blues.
And that's an awkward dart as it just hangs. It's a good trip 20, but you can see he's a little nervous just playing around it. Doesn't want to knock it out.
You think it was loose in there with the way it landed?
I don't know. It's uncharacteristic for it to hang straight down like it did. I don't know if it just caught the wire, so it didn't go in at the angle that it was normally. Because his going flat, but that one went in down and like kind of in the way.
Here we go. Fred again, just pummeling the triple 20, making a crater out of it, finding another humongous ton 40. And Freddie, you have to feel every game. Every week, his first game is more or less a warm-up game. Once he gets that arm going, it's a cannon.
And you saw the difference in that throw from a lot of the throws today is he missed high with his first dart. And a lot of the ones he's missed low, he hasn't really had a guy to knock it in there. He missed high with that first one and was able to let it just glide in. A good marker dart from him. And there's that first miss low. Is he able to correct and go around it? No, he moves downstairs, doesn't like it, and able to find a 1-3-4.
Wow.
What a correction from Krueger.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough standard to beat here for Steve Krikorian as he looks to eye up and find something massive of his own. I mean, Freddie is just operating at a level right now that's going to be tough to beat. Like I said, for anybody, it was certainly tough for Joe. Certainly really testing Steve Krikorian's resolve. Thumbs up right there. The frustration already starting to set in as this leg really starts to kind of slip away. If Fred can get something decent here, it's going to be really tough for Steve to catch up.
And the thing is, we know Steve has these extra gears that he can kick in. He's very capable of throwing these really pro-level matches. It's can he kick it in when it matters?
Yeah, and that's really the thing that separates, the top tier high-level players versus the lower-tier high-level players is being able to lock in, focus up, put everything else outside of your mind, and just throw the darts that are required of you in the moment. Looking for another one there. Looks like he does slot it in there. Might be a ton. It's only a ton. But again, it's not enough to get down to an out. Freddie operating with some darts in hand here at 144.
Yeah, Fred just looking to put it as close as he can. Oh, and he goes wide, so going to leave himself 101. Obviously, still a very takeable out, but Steve with a big chance to just kind of set up in case he misses the 101.
Yeah, 140 here would be quite nice to leave himself the 32. Even now just needs the 100 just to leave himself a tap on the shoulder for Fred Krueger. I feel like that's not going to be enough. It's a low percentage shot here for Freddie, but it's not out of reach. We've seen him come really close at previous takes. Looks like a single 8 there. So going to be doing a little bit of math. 93 left.
Yep, trip 19, and he doesn't look like he'll find it. I think that is a trip 3. So 17 scored. We'll leave 84 left. Should be a trip 20. 64 left now. So Steve, only a 1 treble needed to take out this 112.
Yeah, but it would be a whopper of a take, though. And remember, this is on his throw, so this 112 more or less has to go. I don't think Fred's going to let him come back for another visit unless this goes. So, and that's just a brutal first start.
But visit's still on. Trip 19 does leave the bull. Important enough, but he's not able to find it. So all he can do is put himself in the best position he can. Fred's coming back for this 64.
Yeah, not able to find a triple there either. So some frustration on the face of Steve Krikorian as Freddie Krueger eyeballs this 64. Finds the beautiful first dart for double 8 now. 2 darts in hand, locks it down. Wow.
Just a bang, bang finish. And just how it's been all night. He's been just cleanly finishing these combo finishes.
Yeah, and I mean, there was a fist bump of respect there given out by Steve Krikorian, but already in a little bit of a dicey situation here as Freddie is looking to just run riot in this set. Already had a 2-0 lead and might just walk away with a 3-0 unless Steve Krikorian can find that extra gear.
And I mean, Fred has been the better player right now. He's been just outscoring and out-doubling Steve, so he's got to find another gear. And that's a good start. Able to find the trip 20 with his first dart, but you can see he just doesn't follow it. So an 81, you feel is just not enough.
Yeah, I mean, with the way that Fred has been throwing, I mean, you have to hit at least, I feel like these players feel like they have to hit at least 2 big triples to really get the edge on Fred here. It looks like that one does slot its way in the very top corner, goes downstairs. Fred Krueger, see what he actually punches in here.
It is a 1-3-2.
And this is what I'm saying. These players know that you need 2 big triples to really even have an advantage over Fred, because he's going to be doing this every time he comes to the board.
He has an incredible switch to be able to move down to that 19 just so consistently. But a good answer from Steve. Shakes his head because he knows it's late. But what a great shot from Steve. Keeping himself at least somewhat in this leg.
Yeah, and that's going to be an ugly blocker there for Fred. Looks like he's staying on it. Not sure if he got around it. Looks like he's going downstairs, so I don't think that went in. Not able to collect the switch. So, big 99 there for Fred. So, great darts, leaving himself the 170. That's one of the things that the best players on this planet do every time, is they always leave themselves away, even if it's a low percentage shot.
And Steve looks like he finds both I think it's a trip 5 just by his reaction. Needed both trips to leave a finish, and he knows he's in a weird spot right now. Yeah. He does find it, though.
Great find.
Fantastic the 1-3-5.
And now Freddie, the tee-up tap room 170, lining it up. This would be massive. It's not going to go, unfortunately, so no free drinks have been handed out. And again, that's not official, so don't take our word on that. Todd, please don't get mad at us. But yeah, the 170 will not go. But again, crucially, little bit of a math error there. 165 for Steve K. There's no way he can get out.
Less of a math error from him. He hit the trip 5, which meant he could not leave a finish, no matter what he did with his last dart. So it was just a wide dart on his part. And at that point, all he could do was throw the trip 20 and knock himself down as much as he can.
But it's still a terrible spot to be in, to be helpless this far out.
And a decent visit of 97, it looks like, is going to put himself in a decent spot, sitting at 68. So Fred, gonna have to take this 88 out.
Yeah, 88 is definitely in the wheelhouse here for Fred Krueger. 68 remaining now. He's probably gonna have to go for the bull. 18 wants the big segment. Tried to go for the triple, and that's just a questionable choice there. Even aiming for the triple there. Does find the single bull at that last start, but not the best choice.
Yeah, it was just a wide dart. 9 times out of 10, he's able to find it, but a trip 20 from Steve. Double 4 left. He eyes it up. And he goes outside. That might be a tough shot for a right-handed shooter. And it looks like he's outside by just a bit. You can tell when you're going righty and you miss outside right there, it can be tough to kind of sneak it in.
Yeah.
So Fred, who has been unstoppable on tops, has the guy dart. And he goes low. Now, this is where it gets a little shaky. But as I say that, dead center of the double 10.
𝘄𝘄𝘄𝗏 Darts is the name in darts for Central Massachusetts and beyond. From dart sets and boards, accessories and apparel, to luck of the draws and events, 𝘄𝘄𝘄𝗏 Darts does it all to support the community they truly understand and love. Trusted by everyone, from players just starting out to state league champions, if you need to stock up on supplies or are just looking for a good time, look no further than 𝘄𝘄𝘄𝗏 Darts. Be sure to follow them on Facebook to stay up to date and tell them the WPL sent you.
Days End Tavern is Oxford's hometown sports bar. Always serving up great times, great drinks, and great vibes. Always open for the biggest games. Come for the people, stay for the dart leagues, pool leagues, trivia nights, live music, and so much more going on every week. Come as friends, leave as family. How every hometown bar should be. Head on down to Days End Tavern in Oxford today. Since 2014, US Sports and Apparel has been helping teams, companies, and organizations look their best. Their catalog runs deep, including custom team uniforms, embroidered corporate wear, spirit wear, and promotional items. If you want it branded, they have the tools and the people to get the job done right. So if you're looking for unmatched quality, customer service, and quick turnaround time on your project, head down to Marlboro or give US Sports and Apparel a call. Again, if you're looking for gear that works as hard as you do, trust in US Sports and Apparel to get the job done right.
And the first set's going to go to Fred pretty cleanly.
Yeah, and Steve knows it. I mean, you have to capitalize on those opportunities when they arrive, especially to a guy the caliber of Fred. Little bow there from Steve K. But, I mean, there's still a long way to go. One set down, shake it off. Truthfully, I mean, the averages aren't too far apart where it's a devastating loss. 2 in there, slot in there for Steve Krikorian, looking to fill it up. Looks like he does find the big 180 to open it. Awesome darts there, Fred, ready to follow.
Yeah, big 180 from Steve. But look at Fred following up. He's going to go just high, but can he sneak in the 140? And he does. So a good answer from Fred, but Steve still in the better position, obviously.
The deepest that we've been has been 6 darts. So if he can keep the, oh, man, boo, it's over.
How dare you not throw perfect darts?
Able to not find any triple there. So low, low, high. Oh, he actually did that low, low, high. Hi, Lolo. Only finding 60 there. Big opportunity now for Fred if he's able to punch in some big numbers here. Really take command of this score.
And yeah, he squanders that first dart, but it looks like he snuck in an 85. Yeah, 85 scored. So Steve still in control of the leg, but needs to find another big score.
Yeah.
The big lead he had from the 180 basically minimized at this point.
It's been completely evaporated, and now these guys are playing at a level game. Can't afford any misses, not finding those triples, wandering, meandering around the board. Freddie, 276, massive opportunity if you can put these darts in the red bit.
Needs 2 trebles here to leave a finish, and he's got the 2 trebles. He's going to be looking at a finish, and it looks like a 140, but to leave 136. Ooh. And how this leg started, this is not what you thought. It wasn't. It was a
125. 125.
125 as he kicked over, but still. 151. He is the first to a finish after Steve led out with a 180.
Yeah, and that's the second time that Fred has left himself an out after 3 visits to the board. So the standard of play has been excellent again for Fred Krueger.
And you can see the thumbs up from Steve. He knows I can't miss like that. 2 single 5s is not what he wants to be looking at.
Yeah, and the 151 here. It's going to be tricky, but he will have more darts even if this doesn't go under no pressure. It's not going to go. So just trying to hammer the score down. Definitely going to go downstairs for a switch now. No reason to stay up there. Can't find that 51 with that 3rd dart. But again, he's coming back. No pressure. Steve has to set himself up with something really good here.
Yeah, even a 100 at least knocks on the door and says, hey, it's a 2 treble visit, and that's what he needs right there. Should stay, look for the 140, finds the 100, so a 2 dart finish there.
Yeah, and Steve knows that this would be a terrible leg to lose. First of all, he's going to get broken. This is his set, but he started off with the 180, and now Fred is coming back with a vengeance, looking to potentially take this leg. Finds the big triple. Looks like he's going down to double 8, and oh my goodness, he can't find it. What a bid there from Fred Krueger. Opportunity now for Steve K.
Yeah, rare miss on the doubles for Krueger. So Steve into the trip 5. Still on a finish, but needs to capitalize, and he's not going to. So Fred coming back for this 16.
And I have a feeling that last start was not thrown as precisely as he might have wanted. Can't afford to throw those darts away because you never know what could happen, but I think Steve K knew that the chances of him coming back after that miss were slim to none. Fred proves it, finds that leg, locks it down, and now this is, what, 4 legs on the spin now for Fred?
Yeah, Fred has looked solid. The scoring, even when he starts missing, he's able to bounce it back, and then his doubles have looked immaculate as he goes right in with the trip 20 on the first dart, and it clatters just low, and that's part of the problem with if you aim low, but I think he snuck the 140 in there. He did. So a big 140 to lead the leg out. So Steve already under fire.
Yeah, and Steve Krikorian, again, has to stay calm, has to stay steady. Whatever happened in the previous set doesn't matter now. Completely new battlefield that we're on right now, but needs to find a way to slot these darts in. Look at that dart hanging down again. Might have been a deflection, but up and down, just not getting in the middle.
I definitely wouldn't count Steve out at this point. He's played enough matches and been in enough scenarios that he's not going to give up on himself. He's just got to keep playing. But another ton from Fred to solidify the lead, to look to go within 1 leg of the match.
Yeah, and you know what? And this is just my own personal, opinion here. If I'm in this situation, I'm feeling pretty demoralized because I mean, it's not like I'm throwing bad darts, but the other guy's a rocket ship, and it's hard to throw that caliber of darts for a long period. I mean, Steve's doing well, finds the ton there, but Freddie he's 80 points in front right now. That's so hard to catch back up with, and he continues to throw good darts.
Yeah, keeps pounding that trip 20, and he goes just low again, and he looks like he will stay there. The 100 to leave a finish of 161, which likely is not even going to have to go unless Steve can fill it up here.
That's the third time again. It's the third time now that Fred has left himself a high out, but crucially an out regardless after 3 visits to the board. I mean, it's frightening. Fred is going to have to, I mean, he doesn't have to come back. It's a good ton there from Steve K, but he is playing with so much time right now. That's a luxury.
But we know Fred. Fred does like to go for the flashy finishes. If he gets the opportunity, he's going to go for it. And he finds the 80 in there to leave 81. So a trip 19 here could leave him a finish. Oh, and he's going to regroup. He knows.
I like that reset.
And he's going to take a look at it. And he goes for the trip 15 instead. Just a personal preference. But a 95 there is going to leave the 66.
And again, he's under no pressure. I mean, Steve K, unless he finds at least 2 triples, and I think that's one's in there right at the edge. So finds 2, looking to fill it up, wants the whole bed, and it clatters against the darts. Even with those tri-fins, not enough space to slot those darts in.
Yeah, it just clatters high. So 66. Looks for the trip 10, doesn't find it. So we'll go 16 tops here. Double 20 to go within 1. And he does.
Oh,
it's
wow.
almost certain. Double 20 has just been.
I mean, if you're Steve K, he's just laughing. He's going, what can I do? If you're left with tops, what can I do? It's hopeless. It's over.
And not only that, how many legs has Steve just been stranded on, not even on a finish? Like, he has had not many darts at a double this entire match.
And you know, I'll say this, and we're both coming from the perspective of Fred is throwing a phenomenal game. There's nothing against Steve's game right here, but I think it's 3 times, maybe 4, that we've seen Fred already on and out after 3 visits. The standard of play has been excellent, and he's not looking to, well, as soon as I say that, of course, he catches curse, slows down a little bit, but he crucially finds that 3rd dart. At least you're walking away with 1. How good does that feel?
I mean, when you're on a finish after 9 darts so consistently, it's hard to lose games. It really is. I mean, I know for my own standard of play, I'm trying to be on a finish after 15, and even that is like, I'm not there. So to be on it after 9 as consistently as Fred has been playing is just, it's just top quality stuff. Yeah, it really is.
I feel like his marker darts have been so good too. I mean, he does such a good job of following his darts through, able to use the darts as a guide, not have them get in the way too often. When you're able to not play defense against yourself, but play offense against the board, I mean, it really is something else, and it's truly special to watch. Steve trying to find his way back into the 20 segment, able to slot that 3rd dart, finds that big pickup with that 3rd dart. But again, it's just not enough to be comfortable.
But the worst part is that Steve isn't playing bad darts. He's hovering around an 80, which is just quality stuff. It's just when you run into a guy that, again, is leaving himself finishes after 9 darts consistently, what do you do besides play better, I guess? Yeah. Like, that's all you can do.
A rare 60 there from Fred Krueger knocks the score down to 254. So the opportunity now for Steve Krikorian. I think at 276, finds that 1st dart, would love a full bed here. Can't do it. Even the ton 40 will be just fine. Looks like he only grabs the ton, so not at a finish. Opportunity now for Fred to leapfrog him and get down to an out first.
Yeah, I think that's important to notice is that Steve hasn't done a lot wrong in this game.
Yeah, I know.
Besides just straight up get outscored, and that looks like 4 from Freddie. So Steve's going to have a big chance in this leg now. Try to cut the lead. Going to keep himself alive. So at least 6 darts from 176.
Yeah, and if anything, Fred's going to try and leave himself double 20, no matter how he gets there. He wants to do that. Steve working with 176. Chat, you are here. What is your favorite double? Don't be afraid to let us know. Type it in the chat, and we'll interact with you guys. Just glad you're here. Steve Krikorian only able to find 60, so he's down to an out. The low percentage shot, ton 16 in the wheelhouse, but Freddie, very rare he's behind. But he's starting to bust the score down as best as he can.
He'll probably go bull here.
Yeah, needs to go bull
Or he'll
here.
go down to the trip 19s. It depends on how he's feeling. He's going to reset, think about what he wants to do.
The switch has been good, so we'll see what he does.
Does go
Finds
bull.
the bull.
Leaves the Shanghai finish. But Steve, on a 1 treble visit, very doable. I've seen him take out way bigger finishes than this. So he definitely can do this. Needs to find a treble, though. This has to go. Trip 20. And he goes wide. I think the pressure was just so on there. Does not quite find it. And you can, and with Steve, he loves that double 18. He loves it. And you could just see the frustration on him. But Fred, coming back.
120 wants to Shanghai. Bobby's saying 36. Freddie wants to keep all of these straight so he can find his way back to his favorite double 20. Steve nodding his head in the background. Wants the double 21 dart at it. Oh, what a take there from Fred Krueger. Massive checkout and just a way to end the game. The cherry on top.
Yeah, just absolutely. And look at the respect from Steve. He knows when the guy on the other side, he was just playing a phenomenal game and then caps it off with a 120 finish. Just great stuff.
𝘄𝘄𝘄𝗏 Tap Room is the hub of darts in central Massachusetts. With close to 30 dartboards to play on and the biggest Friday luck of the draw around, you're guaranteed to see some friends or make some new ones every time you stop in. Additionally, 𝘄𝘄𝘄 Tap Room hosts many Worcester Dart League and Minuteman Dart League teams in all divisions, making it fun and inviting for a wide range of players and skill levels. If you're looking to develop your game, why not try and play in one of the many weekly leagues from cricket to long format 501? You're going to grow as a player and have fun doing it. So if you're serious about darts, stop by 𝘄𝘄𝘄 Tap Room as soon as you can. Say hi to Todd and Doreen and the rest of the staff. They'll be sure to take good care of you. 𝘄𝘄𝘄 Tap Room, 70 James Street in Worcester. See you there.